Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. Video that you saw at the start of this is Thickman, notorious Don from Spanish Town. Live like a king, died like a dog in the street, sent off like royalty. You heard the person by his side in the coffin while he lay there in the coffin crying, sobbing. Obviously, that person missed them. What this tells us is that even the devil have people that love him, and it was obvious. Based on the amount of people that block road, based on the amount of persons that said that the police took him out unjustly, he was a good youth. He sent children to school. He kept all sorts of treats. Moral of the story is this for all of you knuckleheads out there. Wangsters, wannabe gangsters that see persons like these as your role model. Well, this is exactly the outcome whenever you live in the street. That fast life takes you away fast. That fast life make you be a martyr. However, it also sends you 6'6" in the same little box like everybody else. So all of you persons that are out there that think that, yeah, I want to be a gangster, and yes, I want to be an extortionist, and yes, I'm going to build big house, and I'm going to drive all sorts of foreign whips. Yes, that is true. However, the lifespan of those gangsters are usually the same as a lifespan of a housefly, exaggerated, not very long. So therefore, blaze, and then you get blazed out, sent out of here, just like Thickman, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news based on a major drug bust that was at one of those Kingston Wharf on Wednesday. Based on the information, it is said that Customs Border Patrol Narcotics Firearm Division, they intercepted a container. When they checked that container, there were anomalies, meaning that something kind of looked fishy. When they did a secondary check, they found at least 48 duffel bags. In those 48 duffel bags, there were in excess of 400 plus kilos of cocaine, amounting to the equation 1,100 plus pounds of cocoa. Street value, 3.1 billion. Yes, people, be with a billion. I want you to take a listen, take a look to what one of those professional journalists on one of those top platforms has to say as it pertains to the specifics of the seizure. And then I'll give my piece.
The illicit drug was discovered during the security check of a 20-foot container which contained 18 knitted bags with approximately 450 parcels of cocaine, weighing a total of 1,183 pounds. Since the start of the year, approximately 1,688 pounds of cocaine have been seized during operations carried out by the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, FNID, and its partners. Head of the FNID, Senior Superintendent of Police, Samuel Blake, stated that this seizure reflects the team's ongoing vigilance and the enhanced operational efforts of both local and international stakeholders in intercepting drugs and firearms. Senior Superintendent Blake stated that FNID remains committed to disrupting illegal shipments to protect the Jamaican people from groups seeking to undermine police efforts. No one was arrested, but the police say they are following strong leads. FNID investigators are appealing to anyone with information that can assist in the investigations to contact FNID at 876-923-5729, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station.
So people, you heard what the professional journalist had to say. At first I heard it was 48 knitted bags. Then I heard it is 18 knitted bags with 400 plus kilos, almost 500 kilos, equating to 1,100 pounds of cocoa. Street value, $3.1 billion. B as in billion, beaucoup cash. It is said that the police, they want information, anybody that knows anything who this package belongs to. Please contact the police, contact the narcotics police, contact everybody that you can contact to give information relevant to solving this case. Now, people, I notice a very disturbing trend when it comes to these drugs and gun busts. Usually, them find the gun, them find the cocoa, and them find the weed to a lesser extent. However, there is nobody, and I am sure that every package that leaves from any destination overseas must have a recipient, the person that is going to sign and receive the package, whether it is personal or business. And again, if you know, say it belongs to somebody is a co-signer, then you should wait, set up a sting operation, wait for that person to get in, and then you put the sting on them, you hold them, and then make the people that are the little fish talk and give up the big fish. It is called the trickle-down effect of investigation. However, I notice that that is lacking when it comes to Jamaica, and I don't know why. So it leads me to believe that a lot of times we see these busts, it might be made up, and I'm not saying that this is made up, but me just say, why is it for the life of me do you continue to confiscate guns, confiscate drugs? However, you are not locking up anybody, and even the people that get locked up and arrested, them always seems to beat it upon some sorts of technicality. And this is more the norm rather than the exception. It is exceptional cases where you see a drug bust, a gun bust, somebody get arrested, the case goes to court, and they get conviction. As a matter of fact, if you remember one, let me know in the comment section. So the moral of the story is this. It is like a nice girl that can catch a man or a man that can catch a woman. However, them can't keep them. So that means that something is definitely wrong with the strategy that they are using. Such is the case as it pertains to the JCF Customs, Narcotics and Firearm Division. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about a story that I spoke about maybe a couple of days ago, maybe a week or so ago, in which an individual known on the street as CHARLEY, Jamaican that lived in the UK for in excess of 25 years. He left Jamaica when he was 17, was coming back and forth, lost his life at 42. His name is CHARLEY, like I said. Based on information that was circling, this took place in a place that is called Belgrade Heights, one of those uppity neighborhood in Jamaica, just like the Cherry Garden, just like the Narbrook. Up there, houses in excess of $1 million US, meaning the value of the real estate. So we know some places like those, the ordinary gunmen, they are not going to go because all sorts of Hawkeye, all sorts of security company, everybody up there have them told, everybody up there fast, or they are doing their civic duty, looking out, being their brothers or sisters keeper. So we know that the average thief, average gunman, average hitters is not going to go in those neighborhoods. They are going to wait till you come out and then take you out there on the outside. So when we heard that a group of men invaded that man's premises in a Belgrade Heights, people say, must somebody know it has to be an inside job. Well, people, like I told you before, there was a young lady that is in the house. If you look at your screen right here, this is her picture right here. Her TikTok handle is DOLLY BRIT. Pictures on the screen as I speak. I told you that CHARLEY had a problem with one of his family members. They had a business in a Grandspen. He is originally from Grandspen. He had a bar over there. However, the family member was thieving from him. So he decided that he was going to let that family member go. There was all sorts of dispute. There was all sorts of threats. The young lady known as Brittany, Dolly Brittany, she know the cousin also, and she know the situation. She was at the house at the day in which he lost his life. She was a lady that was questioned by the police, got station bail, and got to leave. They did not see her as a suspect. Well, people, it seems as if things have changed over the past week or so. Based on the information that I got, this young lady is from Seaview. She always used to come check Charlie at his bar in a grand spend. She always have a couple of goons with her. Those goons are criminals. It is said that Charlie, a businessman, him run a bar, he was about to buy one of those minibus. He had in excess of 7 to 9 million Jamaican dollar for that bus. Based on information, it is said that that same girl knew information, was even looking out to try to see if they could locate a bus. However, she decided, hold on a minute, me crony them from Seaview, them want money. This man have money, him come from foreign, him rich. So therefore, why not just relieve him of the bus money and take away ourselves? That is information that is now out there. So therefore, the cousin was a suspect because of the bar. And then now, based on information that I am getting, this Dolly Brittany is now a suspect. Remember, I told you, she was questioned and released on that day that man lost his life. She was a lady that was there in the house. As a matter of fact, based on information that I am getting, when the people am coming at the house, she was acting as if she was surprised and asked, what are you doing in my house? As if the house belonged to her. At the time, this happened probably about 12 something in the morning. The people am come through. There was no forced entry through any door, any window, any roof, nothing like that. So he told the investigators that somebody probably left the door open, whether it is deliberate. Well, it was deliberately. So therefore, when these men came in that are from Seaview, the same place in which Dolly Brittany is from, when them come in, they were just supposed to get the money, take the money, rob the people, and take for themselves. I showed you a picture of what Charlie looks like. Charlie is what we call a gym rat. Him take care of himself. He goes to the gym, him push weight, him do all sorts of stuff. Big strapped-in body. You know these like a criminal elements, pants a sag, them look mag and flaka like blam them. So therefore, it seems as if Charlie put up a resistance, trying to keep his money, trying to keep these people out of his house. Based on the information, it is said that he was shot up about 7 times in the chest, in the head, upper body kind of thing. So now the man them get jumpy, take for themselves. So people, like I told you, people that live in the garrison are not going to go to most of these uppity neighborhood to rob nobody. Chance of you succeeding is minimal. It is said that when they came in, guns drawn, asking for the money, Mr. Charlie put up a resistance. There was a fight. Them run, them panic, and take for themselves. Based on the information, it is said that they got deadly squat, didn't get no jewelry, didn't get no money, didn't get none at all. All them do, blaze up the man in a panic, in a fight, in a some sorts of physical altercation, and take for themselves. So people, you see how the story changed. It is said that it was the Dolly that told people that, yeah, him in an argument with him cousin because she wanted to deflect the fact that she had anything to do with it. However, it seems as if story is now coming to bump, and the chances are the likely possibility of the suspect or the person that conspired to take out Charlie is Dolly Brittany, based on word on the street right now. Now, for all of you men that are out there that think say wanna live the fast life in a foreign, whether a UK, whether a America, whether a Canada, you hustle and not say that Charlie was any sort of hustler, but just telling them, when on think so on a fast and on a slick, when you come to Jamaica, it is a different pace. It is 100-fold faster than what you are used to. These people are full of craft. These people are evil. These people are very demonic. I think that is running on social media, been running for a little while. It's just a lot of you knuckleheads are lames. Not streetwise, think that you are is not hip to it. A lot of these girls call themselves Dolly, go up on social media, post up all sorts of picture, meet all sorts of unsuspecting men, mostly foreigners that see the sexy body, the cute face, and things so them just want to get a slam. It does not work like that. You are going to get blam. And that is exactly what happened to Charlie. Sad to say. There's a lot of cases in the court presently with a lot of persons from that same Seaview era where they meet people just like Dolly Brittany. They meet them at Half Retreat, they meet them at Crossroad, them strike up conversation with you, them prey upon people that coming out of big, we are talking about foreign whips, look like them have money, look kind of foreignish, look like them okay to do in a life. They then meet them and try to lure them in a Seaview or other garrison areas. A lot of time, these men who are licensed firearm holder, expensive vehicle driver, them take with them gun, them take with them cash, them take with them card. A perfect example, a man that lost his life that used to work at Digicel, don't remember his name as I speak. He met a girl, same way. Them have a little picnic. He was taking care of her family. As a matter of fact, one of her family members died, and he was the one that financed the funeral. She set him up, took away his bank card, took him to a house in a some sorts of garrison, kill him and put him in a barrel and send him down at some sorts of drainage. So people, but just to make one know, a whole bunch of cases out there where the men that are victim go to court with their wife is supporting them by their side. A lot of times they don't even show up to court. So these people keep beating the case and keep going back and doing over the same thing. So it seems as if Charlie was one of those persons that was caught up in the trap of these dollies that are wicked, evilous itches, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is coming out of Westmoreland, Petersfield to be specific. 40-year-old Carrie Clark was locked up, was charged for a very bad act that was committed against her neighbor. So apparently, these two people, them share property, share premises that are close. There's a water pipe, water main that leads to both houses. Based on the information, it is said that there was a verbal altercation turned physical. 40-year-old Mrs. Clark used a machete and chop up our neighbor a whole bunch of time all over his body. Residents and neighbors had to take him to the hospital. He is doing much better, but she almost took away his life. Now, people, based on the information, more than likely when you hear stuff like this, we know say Carrion is more than likely one of those Mampy Amazon type of woman. And this man might be Pia. Most times, women have women's strengths, not to degrade any sort of woman, but me just as say, the strength of a woman and the strength of the man is vastly different. So more than likely, the victim was a little Pia man, flimsy man. And she thought that, listen, me I go chop him up, send him go to the hospital and solve the dispute. Now, people, when we hear persons fighting over pipe, me not understand that it sounds like them a fight over a crack pipe because that is the only thing I've ever seen people lose them life over. It cannot be the average PVC pipe that you lay in the ground, over the ground, or wherever, because the facts are the facts. If you have a yard and you have pipe a lay, you know if the pipe then belongs to you or not. That means that either Carrion or the victim supposed to know, say, I me go to the hardware store, I me lay them pipe. The pipe belongs to me. I am supposed to get access for water through this pipe. There should not be any dispute. It's supposed to be clear as day, night, and day. However, what we find in Jamaica, a lot of times, you have some people who are bully. You have some people feel as if they are entitled to what belongs to you, don't know how they come to that conclusion. They decide that they want to fight you over your own thing. It seems as if somebody was delusional. Somebody was pretty much far from reality. And that far from reality mentality led them to have a dispute that turned verbal, turned physical, where the victim ended up getting clot up a couple of times over his body, over a water pipe, over water. It makes absolutely no sorts of sense. However, like I've told you before, in a Jamaica, you could lose your life for just about anything or nothing, none at all, petty stuff. Such is the case as it pertains to this. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, Thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.